Hey y'all, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. This is Saving Stuff with Stephanie, where we are saving for future goals, for cash stuffing to maintain financial discipline, all in hopes to become debt-free ASAP. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and knock out the budget for the month of July. Yes, we are already in the second half of the year. And if the second half looks anything like the first half, I am going to be excited. So let's go ahead and get this budget underway. If you enjoy budgeting videos, stick around and stay tuned. All right, y'all, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get started. I did go ahead, of course, and decorate my calendar. My theme for the month of July is beach, or the beach theme. I do hope to go on somewhat of a mini vacation this quarter. Preferably sometime during the month of July, but we shall see. Not sure, but we'll see, you guys. I'm not sure. But I did want to do a beach theme because, of course, this is usually when everybody goes on vacation and it kind of brings in the summer. So that is why we have a beach theme spread. There are a few dates that we are going to pay attention to for the month of July. Nothing too hectic, but let's dive into it. So very first and foremost, the first paycheck that I will receive for the month of July will be on the 3rd. I do get 3 paychecks within the month of July. However, I've already planned those paychecks out. My month actually starts on the 3rd and ends on the 30th. So this paycheck here that I will receive on the 31st will actually start to pay the bills for August. So, of course, that puts me at the 2 paychecks. I did go ahead and use my free check or my magic month check already for paying off my Discover. So yes, and as you can see, Discover is not on here. There are a lot of bills that are no longer in the second half of the year because I am credit card debt free. So I don't have any credit cards listed. It just looks a lot cleaner. I have 3 less bills to pay overall, so I'm happy about that. We do have 2 birthdays in the month of July. My sister's birthday is on the 7th, and then my mom's birthday is on the 23rd. And the only other day outside of the 4th of July, I had a 4th of July sticker, but I don't know what happened to it. But I'll try to find it, or I will make one and just put it there. But the only other day that I can think of that, you know, stands out for this month would be Lipstick Day, and that is going to be on the 29th of July, and it's on a Tuesday. So if you wear lipstick, put that in the comments, but I do, and my favorite color is red because it goes perfectly with my blonde hair. Okay, so that is it, I guess, for the calendar spread. Again, my month ends on the 30th. So we will be planning out paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 for the month of July. So let's get into the numbers. Okay, so I did do my bill tracker over because we are paying a few less bills this go around. I only have the following bills to pay. I didn't update Instant Ink on here. I am paying Instant Ink now, but I will try to put that on my next month. But these are the bills that we're going to be working on. I kind of know everything by heart. Let me just go ahead and do this. I hope you guys can see that. Let me put this here so you guys can see them. But yeah, I kind of know majority of my bills by heart. Some things have changed a little bit, but not too much. So this is the month of July. So let me put the month on here. Okay, so I always budget the same amount for every month. The amount I budget is $2,600, so $2,600. I'm not taking into account any additional amounts outside of the $2,600, so that will put our total income at $2,600. My mortgage for the month is $616. We no longer have a Discover bill to pay, thank God. My car insurance is $66. My student loans is $130. Water is $35, give or take. Usually if my water bill is less than $35, if you are new here, I do go ahead and just get whatever, you know, the water bill is. It's usually maybe around $27. Sometimes it's about $24. But I just leave the overage, anything over the amount, in my billing account. So it kind of serves as a buffer just in case, you know, I have to account for something that may possibly come up with the numbers in the future. But my safe home security is $48. My utilities did change. My utilities, you guys, now is $193. That will be my utilities amount until May of 2026. So you will see that amount every time we budget for a monthly or a paycheck budget, because I'm on budget billing, and that is my set or locked in amount for the year, basically, because my year starts June through May of the next year. But my Ring camera is $5. My life insurance is $17, and my Xfinity is $83. Now, I do have Instant Ink. I'm going to just write it here on the bottom. And that is a new one. I'm not going to budget for it, though, because what I think I'm going to do is, even though I budget $2,600 a month, my amounts or my actuals usually be over that. So any overage that I get, whether it's with paycheck 1 or 2, probably more than likely with paycheck 1, because my Instant Ink is due on the 4th. I'll just use that overage to pay toward Instant Ink. So I'm not going to budget it, but I do know that it is $6. So we'll just leave it over here. Okay, so I did go ahead and kind of calculate these numbers, though. The total for all of my bills, you guys, is $1,199. So we're going to put that here, $1,199. And let me just make sure. Okay. Yep. $1,199. So that is how much the bill amount is. This was $93 though, if we take off the Instant Ink. $1,193. I think that's what I want to do. Let's just take off the Instant Ink. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with my what is it? My whiteout, but it doesn't work like it's supposed to. So let's just do 1,193. Let's budget for that. Okay. So 2,600 minus 1,193 leaves $1,407. Okay, which is, as you guys can see, that amount is a whole lot less than what it used to be for the month. So that's the benefit of paying off debt. More of your income is going to you and not to bills. Okay, so we're doing the same thing we normally do for groceries. For groceries for the month, we do $600. We do $300 every 2 weeks, so $600. So let's go ahead and minus $600 here. All right, for household, I am changing that just a little bit. Used to, I would do $40 for the month, which was $20 every 2 weeks. But I think I am going to change this to $60, which will be $15 a week, which will be $30 every paycheck, because it's not that much, but it will allow me to get, you know, maybe a few more things if need be toward household. So minus 60. All right, gas is during the summer. I'm trying to think, am I needing anything major? I don't think I'm making any big trips during July. I don't know though, y'all. I may have to go out of town once at the end of the month. So I don't know, but I'm not sure. So for right now, I'm just going to budget $40, which is what we normally do, which is $10 a week. So minus 40. Again, if you are new here, $10 a week does suffice for me, because I am a work at home or work from home employee. So I don't really have a commute to work at all. And then my kid is out of school. We're not really doing anything yet because, you know, I just kind of got out of credit card debt. So maybe we'll end up doing something the end of July, or maybe, you know, right before she goes back to school, mid-August. But I don't have anything in the works enough to budget for it just yet. So we're just going to leave that at 40. Spending, I am going to also do 40. Minus 40. All right, eating out. Okay, now this is a little bit different because there are 2 birthdays that will take place during the month of July. I do need to budget for that. So I am going to budget $100 for eating out. So minus 100. All right, and then self-care, I am going to be able to start putting money in that envelope. So I'll actually start getting my haircuts on a regular basis, which I'm kind of excited about because I've been doing it sporadically and kind of just managing, I guess you could say. But I can finally like set up appointments now, at least on a regular basis. So I'm happy about that. But as far as self-care goes, I'm just going to budget $30 for the month. That should take care of a haircut for me because my haircuts are $30. So at least once a month, I need a haircut. Minus $30. Okay, so we are left with $537. Let me see. I'm going to just put $537 here. Let me check and see how much is this here. So 600 plus 60 plus 40 plus 40 plus 100 plus 30. So this is $870. I don't know why this is cutting off at the bottom either. All right, so now we have $537 to put towards sinking funds and savings. Okay, so $537. Because I am in Operation Save Everything, basically, what I'm going to try to do for the month of July, which for me just is 2 paychecks, I'm going to try to save a total of $500 for those 2 paychecks. So minus 500, and we're going to put that over here. All right, so that leaves a 37, and then I'm trying to think. I know Jennifer's birthday and my mom's birthday are both fully funded. Weezy's birthday is not too far away from being fully funded, and her birthday is in August. I can go ahead and fully fund her at $24. Put 3 in Ziri's birthday. That'll leave 10. And I think I'm going to just put the 10 in cell phone. The last 10. Minus 10. Alright, so that will zero out the budget. I think okay, and then of course HSA will get 18 actually for the month. Alright, cell phone normally gets about $20 a month, but because we are putting so much toward eating out, that does, you know, it affects cell phone somewhat because it's kind of taking a $10 hit. But because I am expecting overage, also the 4th of July is this month, so there will be a holiday pay because I am working that day. I may actually be able to do a little bit more than the $10 for the month. But, you know, we'll get there. Once we can see the numbers, we'll check that. But just for the sake of zeroing out the budget, I'm just going to put the $10 there. So the amount of these figures here is 10 plus 24 plus 3 is 37. So now let's calculate or add all of these things up to make sure we zero out the budget. So the income total is $2,600. The expenses are $1,193 plus $870. So that's $2,063. All right, and then my savings challenges and sinking funds together are $537. So let's see, plus $537. Yep, so $537. Okay, so $2,600 minus $2,063 minus $537 does zero out the budget. So that's it, y'all. I am excited about July. I am finally able to save a little money. I don't think I've ever been able to just say I'm gonna save $500 for the month. So that is a first for me, and I'm excited about that. Finally, a lot of the money that I am making is actually going to benefit me and not another company. And I think that's pretty much the goal. So that's the budget, you guys. If we have any overage, the overage, of course, first and foremost, will go to Instant Ink to make sure that's paid. And anything over that amount will go to maybe finishing cell phone for the month, or making sure cell phone has at least 20 for the month. And if there is an amount still over that, I'll just probably just put that towards student loans, because you guys know right now that is my snowball debt. So that is that. All right, so let's take a look at the goals that we have for the month of July, and then I'll show you guys my savings challenge. All right, let's see. Let me see if it's back here. Okay, here we go. All right, I did go ahead and write my goals down. I haven't written them on here yet, but we can just go over them. So we are in the second half of the year. You guys know the first half of the year, I was to read the Old Testament. I am finishing that up now, and I should be finished with the Old Testament at the end of June. Y'all, I can't believe it. That is so, I don't know. That just seems like a big deal to me. But yeah, so I'm going to finish that goal. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish that goal. But going into the second half of the year, we're going into the New Testament. So there are 4 books that I have chosen or picked to start off the New Testament. And of course, those 4 books are the 4 Gospels. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John will be the first 4 books of the New Testament. Of course, they are. But those will be the first 4 books that I will be reading as well. So let me just say this. If you are on this journey with me, if you haven't been on the journey, and my goal for the year is to read the entire Bible. The first half was the Old Testament, of course, starting July through the end of the year is the New Testament. Start somewhere. You don't have to start with the Old Testament. If you've been wanting to do this, but you wanted to do it with me or have some type of accountability partner, let's go ahead and start the New Testament together, and you can come back and read the Old Testament next year. But start it. When I say it's so interesting, it's so interesting, y'all. So that is my goal, or that is the goal for July, is to read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those are the 4 Gospels in reference to my Bible goal for the year. Okay. I always make a debt goal, so I wouldn't feel right not making one. So my debt goal for July is to get my debt under $9,000. Yes. So I'm trying to be in the 8,000 range. So that's the goal, under 9K. This month I do have a savings goal. I have not had a savings goal before, but I am going to try to do a savings goal of $800 or more for the month of July. 800 or more to save. Because there is a savings challenge that I am going to be doing. I meant to bring it up here with me, but I'll probably show it to you guys in the next couple of videos. But there is a specific challenge that I'm going to be doing because I am in the process of saving 3 months worth of bills, and that challenge will be perfect for that. So that will be to come. And the last goal that I am so super excited about, and she's probably over here rolling her eyes or about to, is to introduce Zuri to planning. She's about to go into junior high, and I was watching one of Kelva Plan's videos, and she has a student planning planner and sticker book available, and she was like, you know, I think Heather was a teacher or something like that. She may still be. But she did say that the most pivotal point in a young adult's life is middle school. And if you could kind of go ahead and start getting them into planning and, you know, organizing their thoughts and the things that they're doing early, then they would benefit so much from that as they go into, you know, young adulthood. And that's kind of what I want for her. So I've already bought her planner, you guys. I am working on planner stickers, so we'll be able to like have like a mommy daughter type of thing with the whole planning. So I think I'm like way more excited than she is. But that is a goal. We are going to start in July just to kind of get our footing, just to get her used to a lot of things. I think with her, I'm going to do mostly like color coding just so she can kind of synchronize everything. But by the time we get to August and we have some, you know, real things to plan for, she'll kind of already be in the groove of what to do and how to do. So she can kind of carry that on and just work on it and get better in hopes that she enjoys it just as much as I do. And it becomes, you know, a staple in her life. So those are the goals. Of course, I did mention my mini vacay. I'm wanting to go probably visit my sister at the end of the year for my mom's birthday. So I think that's something we're gonna do, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we have the funds and the availability to do it. Because if we do, then I definitely want to, and that would be, I guess, considered my mini vacay. But that's the last of the goals. All right, so let me show you guys the savings challenge that I'm going to do, or at least one of them. Because I am doing a beach theme, I will be doing Beautiful Budgets or Taj's Life's a Beach challenge. She does have this on her Ko-Fi shop. This challenge is worth $500. It's a coloring challenge. I haven't done a coloring challenge, so I thought this would be cute, and it matches the theme. Of course, it goes, or it's in line with the amount that I kind of want to save for the month. Of course, it's just $500. So if I exceed that amount, which I'm hoping that I do, then I'll go and try to find, you know, another beach theme challenge to kind of add to it. But I definitely want to tackle this one because I used to see her do this a lot, and I always thought this was like super cute, and this would be perfect for the theme. So I did go ahead and print this off. Thank you, Taj. And I did make me an envelope personally, just to put in here to keep the money that I saved from this challenge in this envelope. Okay, and then this is my scratch off for the month of July. She will save me $30, and the amount, or the amount that's saved in this challenge will go towards student loans. Because you guys know I am still going to be using my rollover money, any money that I make from YouTube, anything, you know, outside of the overage will go toward student loans. And then I do also, or have found, these 3 challenges. I'm not sure if I want to do rolling saves for these, but these came from Prop Budgets, and I just thought they were super cute because they are also the beach theme. So I'm excited about doing challenges, you guys. I'm finally getting to save some money, but that's what we'll be working with for the month of July. So that does sum up this video, you guys. I hope it wasn't too long. If you did make it this far in the video, but you have yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell so you're notified when I upload another video. I will be doing What's in Your Wallet Wednesday tomorrow, but on Thursday, make sure you guys check out my budget video for the first check that I'll get in July. Okay? All right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.